appreciate that.
This meeting is being recorded.
And I think was it with Jackie you were chatting away with?
Yeah, I didn't actually. I think it was. I didn't actually catch her name at the start, but it was a nice chat. You know, it was just being honest and you know, just keeping this lovely group moving forward in our own little ways, I suppose.
Wonderful.
So
Appreciate that.
it was all good. It was all good.
Thank you for jumping in. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I was using some hotspot Wi-Fi off the phone that just wasn't carrying the weight of the Zoom, so I had to relocate a bit. But seems like we're getting there. So apologies for the little bit of tech stuff there. But great to see everybody. I know we were trying to check in and chat away a little bit, but yeah, it's really lovely to catch up. I know, especially this time of year, a lot of us have been traveling. Marianne, I know you were on the move. Was the Tour de France you were following in your van? Your mobile home.
Actually, it finished before we got the van. But yeah, we followed the Tour de France first, and then we went in the camper van. Yeah.
Is that something you've done before? Was this a bucket list?
It was something new. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Very exciting.
I tried many. This Friday we went in a helicopter. It was also my first time. I decided to go for adventures. Every day adventures. Don't have to wait till you get old.
Absolutely.
If you get the opportunity, then just jump for it.
What is it? Carp LDM? Is that the expression, John? Seize the day?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Okay.
No, I love that. Absolutely love that. So yeah, well done. I was loving your post as you were traveling around a bit as well. So it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
I forget who won Tour de France, but you know.
Carl, I know you've been traveling around as well. I'm not sure if you can talk. I see you're on the move, but I know you've been traveling as well. So everything going okay?
Yeah, very good. Nice to see the lion from Lima. That's your new name, the lion.
Is that what it's going to be? Let me show you the baby lion. Come here.
Here we go.
This is the lion from Lima.
Oh my God.
We literally 2 days after we arrived, we got this little guy. So that's the new mascot.
So cute. It's miles better than the chickens.
Yeah. And way better behaved as well. Yeah.
What's his name, Leo?
It's a work in progress. We still haven't. Yeah.
We'll think of a name maybe.
Right. So yeah, throw anything out there as it comes up. But yeah, it's been great. A whirlwind few days, obviously, but we moved into our new pad on Sunday. So yeah, it's great. And like that, I mean, this experiencing the whole working remotely, it's really, really cool, you know, because we were traveling for a few days, but the systems just kept running and it all works. So it was pretty cool. So yeah, great to be relocated and down here. So wonderful. Mike, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Yes.
You well?
How are you?
Yes, good.
Yes.
How are things going with it? Because you were pumping out ads and campaigns and different things. How are your leads building up?
Yes, doing a lot of things, but on the other side, learning a lot.
Yeah.
I think John and another person talking about patient. Yes. Sometimes it's difficult to have patience, but on the other side, learning a lot.
Good.
Had also quite some challenges with pages, etc. But now moving on.
Okay.
Working on Facebook ads, generating leads, and actually what I'm focusing right now is trying to focus on different audience.
Mm-hmm.
I have a broad campaign right now which are generating leads, but I want also to target on some areas and some regions, some countries. So
right.
working on specific ads too for those regions.
Test, right? That's
yes,
literally
test a lot.
Yeah. What kind of lead costs are you getting at the moment with Facebook? I'm curious. Cost per lead.
Sorry.
What kind of cost per lead are you getting at the moment with your Facebook advertising?
With one campaign, I got 26 euro cents.
Okay.
Wow. The last one was, but these are broad campaigns. So the last one, which I removed some countries, I got 43 euro cents.
Okay.
Wow. But again, it's a broad audience.
Sure.
So I'm trying to narrow and to get to narrow audience, specific region and country. So still some work to be done.
I think, I mean, it's very impressive lead cost, even though, as you say, it's broad. But I think it's the right approach, you know, to get the systems running and get the leads coming in, and like that, you can start to narrow it down to more niched, more targeted. But I think you're spot on in your approach. I mean, that's phenomenal cost per lead. I mean, definitely. And, you know, you don't be surprised. I mean, you know, you may not be going into tier 1 or Europe or things like that, but you know, this is global. The reach is global, you know, so popping up at the right time can be sometimes as much as it takes. So yeah, I like your approach to it, and just putting new ads out and keep testing them, and it's fantastic. Yes. So well done.
On the other side, also working on improving the emails, the follow-up emails.
Yeah.
That's also going at least in the right direction.
Okay.
Again, it's a process. It doesn't happen in one day, but
sure.
I see at least the open rates are going up. So that's
great.
That's another challenge. Actually, the open question I have, but I don't know whether it's something that need to be addressed in this team, is
shoot.
I'm curious about what is the step after you get referrals. So what happens then? Because I don't know whether I should keep on sending emails to those referrals. What should be the strategy there? And that's okay. One open point I have.
When you say referrals, Mike, where exactly are they? They're on your subscriber list?
No, no. Referrals, I mean when they already touched the Launch You page, so subscribe for something. So they are already on my referral list with on the affiliate page.
Right.
But I don't know exactly what is the process. Whether Launch You will follow up on them via mails, etc.
Right.
Et cetera.
What have they subscribed to? When you say the referral, have they purchased any products? Modern Wealthy, Free Starter Account, Launchpad?
Starter account.
Free Starter Account. Okay. From my approach to it is, until there's a purchase, it's not a sale. So I would generally keep them on my email funnel. And then when the sale is made, I'd move over to a different email funnel for members. Okay. As a free starter account, yes, Launch You will also be contacting those referrals. They invite them to book in a vision call. They invite them to the orientation call. So they have an email follow-up automatically for a free starter account.
Okay. Yeah. I was curious, but to don't interfere with anything else, but it's good to know that they also will be sending emails to.
They do, yeah. So rest assured, so you don't need to stress out about having to put together a whole separate email funnel. at that level. You know, as I say, they haven't purchased. So yeah. You were talking about your emails. Are you following, like, have you signed up to any other, you know, affiliates that are getting results? Have you signed up to any of their email funnels just to follow their, that's something
actually,
you could...
I'm using Aweber right now.
Yeah.
For my emails.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. It's something.
Pro account, so it's helping a lot. I'm learning a lot.
Right. Definitely. I'd encourage, and there's no problem doing it. Maybe take a look at a couple of the members on the leaderboards, or some of the names you're familiar with within this space, and you can pretty easily Google, you know, find the websites or whatever. Don't be afraid to sign up to 2 or 3, you know, different people's emails funnels, so you start receiving their emails as a lead. And it's not to copy in any way. It's just to get a feel, you know, for more experienced marketers, what their messaging is like. I know Carl's on my list and a couple of others, and it's great. You know, we learn from each other. And it's just going to help you now that you have all the systems set up. That's when you start going back in and saying, okay, what can I do to improve my ad? What can I do to improve my landing page, my open rates on your emails, step by step? You know, you don't need to do them all together, but just to over time start refining them. And that can be a great way, now that you have an email funnel, to really start making it yours and to put your impressions on it and, you know, expand on what's already there. So just a couple of pointers with that may be helpful. By all means, sign up with me again. I mean, I've changed my email funnel quite a bit since Launch U came out. And, you know, you've been a few months in now. So by all means, sign up to my lead account again. And you'll see the flow again with the new collateral that's there, Modern Wealthy, different things like that. And then you're also getting the broadcasts, you know, so it's a good thing to do. It's a good thing to do.
Yeah.
For sure. Well done.
Yes.
Moving forward. Pleasure. Yeah, I mean, I didn't, today's really more of a check-in. I didn't come on with a huge agenda as such. I know there's been lots going on in the community, but it was really just to touch base with everyone and get back up and running here. I did just acknowledge, I mean, you know, the last time we really had conversations about taking action. I mean, there's so many of the members of late are really like that, Mike, and so many others are just getting it done. You know, putting ads out there. Jackie, I know, has been super busy. We'd love to touch in with Jackie as well. But yeah, just a general acknowledgement that, you know, clearly with the new collateral that is there, you know, those of us that are promoting Launch U, there's just so much more tools that we can use now through Modern Wealthy, and, you know, different landing pages and videos and whatnot. So it's great. So just to acknowledge that. Yeah, and those, and I think Jackie also tapped into the ambassador program, and that's, you know, something for you guys bringing new members in to consider, is to steer your members towards the ambassador program if they decide they want to begin with affiliating for Launch U, because it just speeds it up no end, and I say it takes away a lot of those tech headaches and stuff like that. And I think one of the last webinars I did was really encouraging to think about that as a starting point. It's funny, I was on a call just a couple of hours ago with Tez and Deirdre, who were considering their options. They're about 3 weeks in, and they kind of got to the point of saying, yeah, we think we'll start with Launch. They got it, you know, to do that. And we had a conversation about that, and it kind of makes sense, because the assets are there ready to go. You know, the website you can tap into, the landing thank you page, also Mike did that. And yeah, just to learn the ropes and to do that in an environment where you've got a lot of support, a lot of backup, versus becoming an Amazon associate right from the get-go. Not saying that won't work, but you're going to be completely on your own, you know, versus having this ridiculous support structure around you. So, and then kind of when you get that up and running and get reasonably comfortable, then you can start layering in passion projects and things that your you know, your ultimate goals, I guess, for doing that. So just want to touch on that. I wanted to big shout out Tanya Parker, actually just while we're traveling has tapped into her Goal Accelerate, so probably watching this and we'll have access to the coaching, which, you know, those of you, if you get to a position of being able to tap into the Launch coaching, again, it's not everyone's in a position to do it, but you know, all these things do definitely speed up the journey. I'd say let's put it that way. So something to consider. So Jackie, how are you doing? I know you had a target set for kind of August while you were on your summer holidays, I guess. How have things been going with that?
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you. I don't see you now, but I hear you. But you were there. There we go.
Yes, I'm kind of fighting with this phone thingy.
Okay, no problem. You're coming in loud and clear.
Yeah. Well, what happened, Leo? You know what I realized? I did meet my goals. I am back at work.
Mm-hmm.
I've jumped into the deep end at work, and I've allocated my mornings to deal with Launch You and so on.
Right.
But I've reached where I should be. So right now, when you had disappeared for a while, I was telling the group that I had to get rid of my ads, but I know what was wrong.
Okay.
I must say Caroline Grubb is the best. We have a thing in Jamaica. She's the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know if you ever heard of that phrase. But I've finished the challenge.
Yeah.
The night challenge in like 2 weeks. But
wow.
She really helped me to understand where I went wrong with the ad. And that I think was one of the best lessons.
Right.
So I've wiped the slate clean and I'm supposed to be starting up again, but I just needed to get some school stuff out of the way.
Sure.
So this weekend, I'm redesigning some more ads, and I learned my lesson: stay global.
What was it? Stay global. What was it specifically with the ad that you felt you needed to change?
My hook was good.
Okay.
But what happened? And I got the leads.
Yeah.
But the click-through rate wasn't so hot.
Yeah.
And the rates at the end of the process. So I don't have convertry. Okay. So I cannot redesign the landing page. I have to stick for now with the ones that Stuart had. So somewhere in my script, I need to change the expectations and word it differently.
Right.
But that is where the correction has to be done because I can't change the landing page. Gotcha. I'm going with the simplest landing page. Some of them are a bit wordy, but I'm going with the simplest of the three that came with the website.
Right. From
the affiliate ambassadors.
Yeah.
So so I know what to do, which is the best thing. I know what to do.
Right.
So it's just what I made the mistake of not doing global only. I did 3 countries. But the view rates and stuff were nah. But as I said, I know what to do, so I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, it's correcting, it's recognizing what's working, what's not working, correcting and making the adjustments. And what you're going through, first of all, huge congratulations, because I mean, you were very clear that mid-August you were getting ads out there and you've done just that. And so well done on that, but it does take that learning to another level. It's like a whole new set of learning then starts, right? And, you know, like that beginning to read the data and what the different trigger points mean, but definitely putting more ads out there like that, you know, with Mike going big, recognizing that, and then narrow it in rather than start narrow and go big.
which is what I'm
best
doing.
to go broad and then start narrowing it in. So it's great that you're recognizing that. How many ads have you put out there, Jackie?
I put out only 2 ads.
Okay.
One global and one to 3 tier 2
Okay.
countries.
Yeah.
And tier 2 countries performed better than the global.
Right.
But the was higher. I ended up spending like $90 US.
Okay.
For the ads over a week and a half period.
Yeah.
But what is my other challenge though, Leo, is the fact about the emails. And I think the question was answered. Was it Mark who was saying that he was concerned whether he should be communicating with his leads or with his members? And you told him that there is a email campaign that is being followed once they're member.
Right.
Remember you were talking, who was a person?
It was Mike. Mike had brought that up, yeah.
I have to take turn.
Yeah. I know you had reached out to me, I think when you had about 40 leads and you kind of felt you wanted to do more and should you contact them? And you can do a blast email, just say, hey, just checking in or
I got 17 persons opening it out of the 47.
How many out of the 47?
17 open.
17. So about a 30% open rate. It's not, I mean, that's kind of where you're shooting for, 25 to 35 open rate. Yeah, yeah. I see you're continuing, you're also doing the 90-day video journey. So it's great that, you know, you're doing that while you're putting stuff out there that, you know, your target date meant that you weren't going to wait until you finished the 90-day video journey to start putting ads out. So you're just, it's great. Yeah. And now it's numbers. That's, you know, that's the level that you're at now.
I've realized that now.
Yeah.
I've realized. So just a little patient. You need to encourage me to be patient.
Listen, I'd say that was one of the toughest things for me was the patience, you know, because I wanted things, and it just doesn't go like that. You know, it's sometimes when you least expect it that things start happening. So, but yeah, by continuing, you know, say you've done all the hard work by setting everything up, putting it out there, and then it's just continually, you know, what's next,
Interesting,
right?
yeah.
Keep testing. So no, it's there. It's coming. So
I'm good to see you. I'm good to see you.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, it's been a very it's been a wonderful time. Just generally, you know, to have gotten to 2 years since I started, which was just last week, and just kind of reflect on that, and then to be able to make this move and take the business on the move as well. You know, it's been a journey, but it's totally worth all the work and effort and sleepless nights or whatever. It just is, you know. So yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Great.
Wonderful. Marianne, how are you doing? Are any campaigns still running, or did you take a break from everything? Or
sorry.
With Marianne.
Oh.
Okay. When we went traveling, I paused them.
Yeah. Good.
Because I would not be able to nurture them. So I just paused them, and actually I've been watching the new content and taking a lot of notes, because I want to do new ads where I mention some of this that Stuart is mentioning. So it will, like Jacqueline says, it has to be more, I mean, it has to fit to the webinar that he's holding.
Yeah.
So that they can recognize that, okay, that's what I signed up for. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I take this, I use many of the same words that he's using, and you will have guests. You have guests.
No, that's okay. That's okay. Give me 1 sec. So I just need to pick the dog up here. That's a little man. And you know, I think it's good just to switch off, full switch off once in a while as well, right? And just
I think I found it a good time to do it, actually.
Yeah.
I got a lot of experience from the first ads I put out there, and you know, got my nose into this and got to learn about the numbers game and all this. So
yeah,
I have a new level starting out one more time.
really.
And then I just want to pinpoint it more directly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And use his approach and what he's actually, how he's selling it. I mean, what he finds most important, because this is also the people who will buy it.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen of late more kind of focus towards lifestyle, time freedom, very much so. You know, I think that's a very powerful messaging. And, you know, by telling your story or bridging that over to Stuart, and, you know, and that as marketers, that's what you're doing. You're bridging the person over to the product. This is a solution. And whether that's somebody that's, you know, into their sports and fitness, and, you know, you're bridging them to a specific product connected with that. And then you let the company providing the product do the selling, you know, that's typically the approach to it. So it's clever for you to say, okay, well, let me have another rethink about the messaging you're putting with the messaging that they're going to be getting when you bridge over to whatever that product is, because then it's
pointing together in a way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it makes sense then, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's time well spent to do that. And like that, I mean, there's been so much new product within Launch You this year, right? And now it's finally settling down, and you know that everything is pretty much set in regards to that messaging and what's out there. So great approach. Love it. Love it. Love it. Well done. And I should have mentioned possibly for Jackie, global, because I know you're doing video ads, global ads. If you have not touched into John Twait's trainings, it's a good one for getting started, because he goes with, he's done very well with global ads with very low costs. Mike, I don't know, Facebook, I'm not sure. It's more geared towards YouTube. But it's a great starting point to just start putting ads out there and let the system start cranking and getting that machine moving. So that's it's in the calendar. If you go back over it, there's going to be recordings there as well. So that's definitely something to consider as well. I see Maria had dropped in. Lovely to see you, Maria. Also gone through your 90-day video journey. I'm sorry I haven't been commenting, but I know you're still putting videos out there. How you doing? Oh, I can see you talking, but I don't hear you, but maybe it's just me. It's been that kind of day here. Seeing you, but not hearing you, Maria. Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
So that's my hi.
And
I'm just experimenting with my background. Did you
I
see it?
See that your green screen. Yes. Well done.
So how I'm doing? Since I talked to you, I have the same ad running, and I got 75 subscribers.
Okay.
After 1 month, and I started experimenting. I started different countries. I started the Northern Europe countries.
Okay.
So it's only for 1 week, and I have a phone call tomorrow with the Google Ads assistant. So I expect she's going to give me advice again. You know what kind of advice they're giving?
Sure.
So
you're well
increase
able
my budget and get more money.
But you're
and
the support from them.
I have a question, because I have a global campaign.
Yep.
A lot of people from Nigeria, Uganda, and I have a questions like physical product And one of the person, they wanted to contact me and give them kind of details. So it will be a little bit challenging because I have no idea, but I can have a chat and get practice how to approach this question. So
this is a lead that is asking maybe to jump on a call and talk about physical products?
Yes, because they're going through the video, like he's going through the videos and he's got to, I don't know if it's 7th video or something about physical products, and they would like to talk about, explain how it works. And so,
I mean, in case like that, it's really up to you what your comfort zone is at with it. I mean, the information is there on the workshop videos when it comes to the product side of it, either that or the affiliate marketing. You know, you could double check that so the first workshop video that I use in my funnel, it's about an hour. I think it's over an hour with Stuart, an hour 15, an hour 20. And that covers both affiliate and products. And that's not the actual email funnel. It's something that I added in because I just thought it was a great intro to somebody that just has no clue what they're getting into, because I didn't. And it talks about both the physical products and the affiliate side of it, because, I mean, you could get on a call, but, you know, are you going to be able to guide them except to go through the training? I mean, I'd encourage, you know, possibly reassure them that when they start the training, you can basically go in one or two directions, affiliate marketing or e-commerce with product. And there's a whole customized training program there for that. So, you know, it's all there for them, and they'll know very quickly within the first week or so if that's really, if it's going to be a good fit for them, you know. So it's kind of what you're comfortable in the approach with it. I mean, I regularly jump on calls with leads that I can see are, you know, are serious about it and are genuinely wanting to learn more. And so
and what is included in a starter account? Because when you go to the affiliate portal, there is a link where you can get the starter account, sign in for 30 days. Correct. So what is in it? What they have access to? Do they have access to the same thing what we have now, like the you know, all the lunch pad or everything? Because I'm not sure what
if I'm being honest, I need to go back over and refresh it, but I know they get an email follow-up through LaunchU. They get offered a vision call to jump on a coaching call. They were also invited onto the new member orientation call just to experience what it is as a new member coming in. And then there is a follow-up email funnel from LaunchU that you don't even have to deal with that. And it's I mean, to me, the sequence now would be starter account, maybe Modern Wealthy, Launchpad. I don't get a whole lot coming through starter account, more kind of Modern Wealthy. You could encourage that because that really dials in what this is, you know, and it's pretty loaded with value for what you're getting at that price point. You know, the Modern Wealthy videos are great. The ebook with Stuart, and then you also have the Ecom 101. You know, there's some courses thrown in with that. You could kind of encourage that as well, because it's kind of a look-see. I mean, for gosh, price of a dinner out, you're going to get a ridiculous amount of content. You're going to know at the end of it whether you want to move forward with it or not. So
I thought so. Like, kind of, there's a cheap option to get kind of get head around, and they can make a decision. That's not for them.
Exactly. So but again, you know, it's whatever your comfort zone is, Maria. You know, some like to get quite involved. Others, you know, I've colleagues. Certainly when I joined, I had a circle of accountability partners, and they didn't have the kind of contact, I guess, with their referral that I was fortunate enough to have with James, and you know, I felt very grateful for that. But you're not obligated, you know. It's you're the bridge to the product, and it's really however you choose to approach this, in providing, you know, additional airtime, I guess.
I'll let you know how it ended up. So that will be, I kind of looking forward to these challenges, because it's good lesson for me as well, how to approach the situation and like
Definitely.
that.
And how many ads have you out there now, Maria? How many have you put out?
I am still on the same one, but I am trying different targeting. I started new targeting last week again.
Okay.
But I am in a stage, I'm going to prepare a different one now, because I was watching yesterday, the Anne from, I don't know, Gremlin, and she recommended I don't know if you're following her, and she's kind of recommending that's what works, like her own experience with following the modality and talks from the steward. So yeah, I'm kind of in a stage, I was quite busy with my life, good excuse. Yeah, no, but I know I need to I am in a stage I'm going to prepare new ones, just because I need to kind of grow into it. And I have experience with the campaigns now, and I saw how it works and Google Ads, and that was really, really good lesson for me. And I got links, so I can still communicate through the broadcasts if I have people to talk.
What was you were saying, Europe, what sort of lead cost are you getting, cost per lead?
Oh, it's very low. In Europe it was around 21 cents, but it was only like 1 week. And the global is, yesterday I looked at only in 1 day, it was 41 cents. But normally I am even lower than 40 cents.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, this one is running pretty well. It's just almost all my leads, I would say 60 leads from the campaign I have it, from the global one.
Right. Okay.
So that I will leave this running forever, I would say. So it's very cheap. I increased the €2 budget, but I can leave it. It just bring me leads, global campaign. But I'm going to do experiment with the different one and the different location and different targeting.
I think that's great. If you have the lead cost that low, and it's a €2 a day, as you say, just leave it. You know, it will drop sales at some point. You know, it can take longer because it's not tier one. You know, but law of numbers, it will drop in at different points as well. So
you know what? It's actually good for motivation for myself.
Yeah,
I need something. You know, if I see leads coming, it gives me like, okay, there is someone listening. But I am going to work forward. So like, I'm going to do the different ads. So just because, this is my first ad, so I can finish it. It's just my beginning. So I'm positive.
Exactly, it's the beginning. Brilliant. And you're still working away with the 90-day video journey as well.
I am taking very easy, and I announced it. It will be not 90 days, it will be 90 years, Leo. So I am enjoying it. I'm really enjoying. No, I just want to grow slowly. I am not rushing anywhere. I am working on my patience. You know, I am the same impatient person, but I have to work on this slowly.
I love that, because this is for the long term. So
yes, and this is for life. This is for
life. Yeah, and you're clearly enjoying the journey as well, because you're not putting unnecessary added pressure on yourself, which I think is great.
No, because I can see, I can feel that what's the difference. You know, this is something I am actually growing into it, and it's every day is different, and bringing new things for me, and I am still growing. So that's positive.
I love it. Well done. Well done. Keep us posted. Okay. I want to get that message when the first sale comes in, because it's coming.
I hope so.
And I'm most probably going to be back in Ireland in December, so we'll meet up for coffee, or be lovely to catch up. Yeah, for sure. Be great.
Okay. We plan something. Okay.
Thanks, Maria. Lovely.
It was nice to see everybody. You will see
me. You too. Thanks, Maria. Carl, do you have a chance to pop out and just touch base? You're doing okay?
Yeah, hi Leo. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you. And thank you.
No, thank you, buddy.
I wanted to acknowledge Maria and Mike and Jacqueline and so many of these new people that are making hay while the sun shines. I mean, they're really moving fast. It's evidence, Leo, I think, of how you talk about the these new assets or this new collateral that we have available to. But yeah, I landed in my new place to live, and I've been kind of getting settled, and I have two ads running. One is a topics ad to tier one, pretty much set up, excluding the big five, pretty much going to portions of the United States, but mainly Europe. And then I have three I call John Thwaites global campaigns running.
Brilliant. Wow.
I had quite a lot of leads coming in from countries and not a lot of activity. So I've changed some of those countries around, and I've been working on broadcasting like the other folks are saying, and trying to build compelling emails. And some weeks seem to be better than others, Leo.
Right.
But I think I'm trying to go back to that launch the new collateral, as Marianne said, and trying to get that new lingo and incorporate that into the broadcasting. So I've been working on that. And then like Jacqueline said, and Maria just said, making new ads with new levels of sort of conviction in my voice is what I'm trying to do now. So I'm spending about $13 to $15 a day. It's quite expensive for me where I am. I'd like to see more coming from it, but I'm generating about between 7 and 9 leads to 15 leads a day from that. So anyway,
about 15 leads a day.
Yeah, between 10 and 15 a day, Leo.
So about a book a lead, or book 20, book 30. I mean, if you're popping up in US and Europe and blending in global as an average, it's pretty decent numbers.
Well,
as an average, yeah.
I'm finding, maybe you found as you go through your email process, what the subscriber base likes to hear. I'm really starting to get people really want to be encouraged, and I'm trying to turn the tone towards you and what you get rather than me and what I'm going to get. And I'm really trying to focus on that going into this fall semester. So
yeah. No, I think that's golden to pivot, what this can do for you. And again, regardless of what the product is, this extends far beyond Launch You, but it's providing a solution to a pain or problem that the person has. And selfishly, it's like, what's in it for me? I'm opening this email. So what have you done for me lately? And what are you going to do for me? And that's just the reality of it. But by being very conscious of that and subtly making those adjustments to your messaging, and you'd be amazed, Carl, something that you put out today might resonate with somebody in 6 months' time, and that's the day that they say, now I'm going to do it. You'd be amazed as you get more and more. So I know it can be tough when you put a lot of work and effort into a broadcast and you don't necessarily see the results initially from it. It doesn't mean it's not going to happen. We're meeting people in their space, what's going on in their world, and it maybe just wasn't the day for them, but they may read that or might make an impression, and they may take action on that weeks or months from now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now, Leo, was there a certain point in your process of doing the broadcasting out to your leads that you made like a Zoom call day where you created something like this for people to get on as leads? Is that fairly easy to do in Zoom, I guess?
It is. It's scary. That's the thing. It's getting over the fear. I was terrified to do it because I didn't know what anybody was going to ask. and I didn't know if I had the
Yeah.
answers, you know, and it was kind of getting past that fear factor. I did it with very, very in results. I did bring in sales from it. But it was one more thing to do, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, doing a webinar takes a bit of preparing, but I'd certainly encourage the testing it. What you could do, Carl, is look at your AWeber for those that are highly engaged. So you have low engagement, medium engagement, highly engaged.
Okay.
I'd suggest to possibly do that with your highly engaged, so that, you know, you're getting people that are clearly interested in it. And it may be as simple as them just wanting to meet the person behind it. As simple as that.
Ah, okay.
That the person's real, you know, because up until then it's emails and broadcasts. But by you inviting to jump on a live call and just be there, that sometimes that can be all that's needed for the build up the trust. And I mean, what you could do if you're going to do that, just to avoid, like, I was terrified of not having answers. So what I did was just basically share my screen, and I'd show this is what you have access to as a member. And I go through now, which is Launchpad and Modern Wealthy, and I physically open it and show it. And that, you know, this is what's waiting. As a member, that it's on demand, you can access it 24/7, and you can build a conversation around that. You know, by all means, you can open it up for Q&A or not, you know. And that's something you could also use as a broadcast. You could record that and also plug that into your leads. And, hey, you know, sorry you couldn't make the live webinar this weekend, but here's the recording, which I think you'll enjoy. And they see that it's current, you know. Today is, you know, August 16th, Tuesday, 2022, that it's 100% current, which can have a big impact as well.
Now, Leo, in Zoom, do you have to create some other kind of paid account in Zoom to be able to actually put on seminars? No. No,
I think the free Zoom, I use paid now, which is $15 a month, but that's more for the recordings, that I can access the recordings. I think the free Zoom, I think it was up to 100 participants, but that goes for 40 minutes, unless that's changed. So yeah, I went with the paid when I started doing webinars, because the webinars were an hour. But I'd say keep it simple. You know, if you get more than 100 people, great. You might want to consider then, but realistically, I don't think you would. But yeah, you don't need to go with anything other than the free Zoom with that. Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's extraordinary, Carl. I mean, considering everything, all the plates you're spinning right now, and the moving and everything you've got going on, I mean, to be plugging in what you're doing, I think if 5 ads running or 4 ads running, that's remarkable.
5 ads,
it really is. It is.
Yeah,
kudos to you. Doesn't surprise me, but it's incredibly impressive.
Well, thank you. Like Jacqueline says, it's looking at what you're doing now that we have the lovely Caroline Grubb's information and refining it. You know,
exactly.
So anyway,
no, well done. I know you've been pushing through with the Caroline's training as well. So really well done on that. There's so much golden information there, you know, that before you kind of would have had to find a lot of it yourself, but it's kind of there now. So love it.
Leo, thank you for making time for me and for us today. Thank you.
An absolute pleasure, and I'm sorry to have kept you guys waiting with the Wi-Fi challenges at the beginning. You know, and I appreciate you saying that, Carl, because I wanted to kind of close out on just the community. You know, to anybody new in or anyone that's watching this, just to encourage you to embrace the community. You know, I was quite reflective the last couple of weeks, coming up to 2 years, and that really shone through. I mean, just how grateful I am for, you know, the people that I have met, and, you know, I value everyone that gives up an hour of their time to jump onto these calls. I didn't expect that when I joined. You know, I just didn't realize the power of the community, and, you know, I thankfully embraced it, and it definitely changed my journey. It made it a whole lot more enjoyable. because if I'd chosen to go it alone, it probably would have been quite lonely, to be honest. So, you know, whether you might be watching this, you just come in at Modern Wealthy or Launchpad, there's groups at every turn for you. And just think about spending a little bit of time. If you're not comfortable partaking in the groups, then just observe, because you can't but be inspired when you know, spend time just listening and looking at some of the other members' journeys there. And it does make it just so much more powerful to get inspired and be motivated by others out there. And it's just a wonderful community here, Modern Wealthy, Launch You. You know, I've never seen anything with so much support, positivity, motivation, you know, so I didn't realize the power of the community. I thought I was totally learning everything on my own. I'm so grateful for it. So I'd encourage anyone new or coming in watching this to embrace the community. It's a lot of fun, and you get to hang out with some pretty cool people, just like we did today. So I love it.
Yes.
I love it. So appreciate it. So with that, we'll wind this down. He's like, I had to check, was he still breathing? He's still there.
He's doing good. Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for your time today. Reach out between this and the next call if I can help you with anything. Have a great rest of your week ahead. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time, and continue being amazing, just like you're doing. All right. We'll
Thank you all.
All the best. Thanks so much. Take care.
Bye-bye.